Hi everyone, I'm playing Conflict of Heroes Guadalcanal again. This is firefight number 3, aptly named the Meat Grinder. I've done the first 2 rounds so far. Um, the Japanese objective is to cross the river. There's an objective here um, under this bunker, or in the bunker, which did have a anti-tank gun and crew. Um, the Japanese lost about 3 squads trying to cross over the river, trying to move down south across the map to be able to take that bunker. Eventually, they did. So they have suffered quite severe losses. Unfortunately for the American Marines, they've also had a couple of losses as well. So they've lost a squad and that anti-tank gun as well. So yeah, now the first 2 rounds are set at night. The second round you roll to see what the distance can be. In this particular scenario, it's around. I think it's 2 hexes. I'm saying for the range at the moment, as we go through the remaining rounds, and there's 6 rounds in total. That as dawn's starting to break, that range will be extended. The other thing that's really nice about this scenario is that there are quite a lot of reinforcements. So turns 3, 4, and 5, there are reinforcements. Turn 5 actually has a couple of American tanks come on, and the reinforcements are at different parts. So already the Marines have had some reinforcements down here from the south, and then later around round 4, there's some reinforcements coming across here. So yes, a great firefight. As I said, aptly named the Meat Grinder, because boy oh boy is it. As I said, the Japanese worked their way across this part of the light jungle here, and just took some losses. Couldn't quite get everyone across the river, but they were able to take that control point early on in the firefight. I don't think last 3 times I've played this, I don't think they were able to take that objective so quickly as they have done in today's game. So yeah, looking forward to getting to the next couple of rounds and seeing how the game plays out. But already a really strong, rich narrative taking part, which is great. So yeah, looking forward to playing some more. So we've just finished rounds 3 and 4. As you can see from the board, it's all kind of going off. We've got huge numbers of Japanese squads pushing the way across the river, trying to take this objective part here. In the round 2, they actually had that objective and then lost it in round 3. The Americans were able to claim that back. Who knows what might happen next round? The Americans have inflicted massive casualties. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like 9 squads of casualties on the Japanese, partly with some really good dice rolling on the artillery. As the Japanese were moving through this jungle area here, the artillery hit them super hard. Some very fierce, close melee combat over these 2 areas here. The Japanese managed to get rid of the Americans out of this one, but there's still an American squad holding on there, being able to fend off the attacks of the Japanese. So a lot to play for. We're down to the next 2 rounds, which will be the last 2 rounds. In round 5, I'm going to say we have some American tanks coming on from the bottom of the map here. This map is actually sort of orientated a little. So that's east, that's north, that's south, and that's west. So we've got some tanks coming on from the bottom of the map here, and let's see how they get on. Still quite a lot to play for. I would say the Japanese have taken massive casualties as they've crossed that river and tried to take those American positions there. The Americans are really holding on. They've got an HMG there. They've got some small mortars. They've got plenty of Marines with rifles there, and they've got some reinforcements working their way across the map. So yeah, let's see how it works out. So yep, just finished up this firefight now. It ended as a victory for the Japanese. They were able to swamp the Marines, especially in this area here, take hold of the objective, and then held that for the last two rounds, and also were able to eliminate quite a few different Marine units. Both the Stuarts came onto the board, but didn't really achieve anything. Just down to the dice, really. The Japanese, their luck definitely turned in terms of the dice, and were able to get all the dice rolls they need. I started flipping the counters back over. That's why there's partly turned back over. The Japanese just got all the luck on the dice rolls. Every single dice roll they needed, they got. That was the tide turned for them. The artillery that the Americans used was every single artillery missed and wandered off and didn't hit anything or didn't cause any casualties. They also had an aerial attack that they used. I think it was on the last round, it was on round 5, according to my notes, and again completely ineffective. So the Japanese had all the luck, and just goes to show you in this game, pure swamping of men. I mean, the Japanese took horrific losses. Something like 12 or 13 different squads completely eliminated from the game. The Americans lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around about 8 squads. It's a really brutal firefight, this one, and it just goes to show that moving all the Japanese in big units, so using the group move a lot, really helped, really paid dividends. If I was to play it again, what would I do differently? I don't really think I would do anything different, really. I think the Americans held on really well, and I think it could have gone either way. It was sort of right to the last 2 rounds, which was great. I can't think of anything the Americans would have done differently. I don't think anything the Japanese would have done differently. I mean, maybe it would be the middle game. Japanese struggled to make progress. That could have probably been maybe managed a little better on my part. But yeah, it's great fun. It's great firefight, this one. It is aptly named The Meat Grinder, and boy oh boy is it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and looking forward to getting more Conflict of Heroes onto the table, and play some more games and do some more after action report for you guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching.